name is Nick Klopper. I'm the CEO of the hearX Group. So hearX is an innovative, disruptive startup that focuses on developing technology-based solutions in the audiology and audiometry space.
So my name is Pratham Patel. I work at hearX Group and I'm the Android developer for SDK, Self-Test Kit, which is a digital audiometry test, which is designed to help people with hearing loss, which they can do at home or in a clinic with a facilitator.
We look for innovative solutions in direct-to-consumer businesses where we provide hearing aids as a last-mile intervention to customers which can't afford them. But then we also develop technologies for the clinician, the doctor, and the audiologist to make their life simpler using cloud-based technologies, apps, and AI. And we developed the world's first self-test kit for audiology. And what it does is it allows audiologists and clinicians to conduct a clinically valid hearing test without having expensive audiometric equipment that costs thousands of rands. And our technology works directly from a smartphone or a tablet and allows the clinician and the audiologist to conduct these tests either in their practice, curbside, or at a customer's home. The app is not freely available on the app stores. It comes bundled with a piece of hardware, which is a tablet, and a pair of headphones in a very nice case, which we ship to the audiologist. The audiologist will buy that as a once-off kit and then subscribe to the software on a monthly basis. It started off in the beginning of COVID when there was a survey that went out to 5,000 audiologists in the US that asked them what would happen if lockdown were to continue. And 70% of them said if lockdown were to continue for an additional 2 months, that their clinics would close down. And we sprung to the occasion and said, we have to develop a technology that firstly continues to provide clinically valid solutions to their customers and, of course, allows them to keep their doors open. And because they work with a demographic that are older, people 65 and above are a typical clientele of an audiologist, we felt that this technology is a way for them to safely conduct hearing assessments, but not having to get that customer to leave their home necessarily or go into a practice where they could potentially, during COVID, be at risk.
They have a number of different tests which they can conduct to help them determine their hearing threshold levels, how well their hearing is in public spaces. With the software as well, we've included an app which can actually allow you to take digital images of your inner ear and can give you diagnosis on whether you have some wax obstruction, perforations within your ear. And the main idea was to try get the product to as many people as possible at affordable cost.
In May last year when we launched the product, we had more sales in 1 month than we did the entire 2019, and the sales just keep on increasing. Our current customers are all across the globe, South Africa, the UK, and 70% of all our customers are in the US.
My story as an app developer came from watching the movie Iron Man. I was really fascinated by the way his tech worked, and I decided to learn mobile dev, did a few courses, and it really interested me. And in particular, what got me was Android, which was having so much freedom to actually create. And given Android devices are also widely used in the world, I was like, I can reach a greater number of people. So given the next 5-10 years, where the world is going, it's going to be very tech dominated. So this is a field where I feel I could make a difference in the long run for people. I did not study app development. It was a passion project where I started off by creating a simple calculator app on the phone, and that got me more interested in knowing what else can I do, how much further can I take this passion of mine. And I started doing courses online, YouTube tutorials, and that just sparked more and more interest, and I just continued with it as now being a career for me.
So this is my 7th startup. I've exited 3 startups prior to hearX, and 2 of them were tech-based startups. hearX was my first foray into the medical space. I had to teach myself everything audiology. I was very privileged to work with other 2 co-founders, of course, helping me to understand the audiology space. But my main task was to commercialize the technology from the University of Pretoria, where it was developed into hearX as a privatized company in January 2016.
I'm a very big sports fan. Love sports. I really enjoy playing cricket, tennis, squash. I love reading articles more than like reading fiction books or so, as I feel like I gain so much of knowledge on different fields, and that's always helpful.
We entered the App of the Year Awards as it's one of the most prestigious events and competitions in South Africa. It is the third time that we've entered, and we've been very privileged that this will be potentially the third time for us winning the competition.
I would say practice as much as you can. Think of ideas no matter how big or how small. Create something. Just keep developing as you get ideas, because those will open doors to new ideas.
I think South Africans are extremely innovative, and I think we're forced to be innovative because we are not a developed country. We do not have all the infrastructure needed to always fulfill a specific service. We've had to be creative to solve for problems that developed countries might not have.
Keep focus, just learn as much as you can, keep updating yourself on new technologies, because with the rate at which technology is growing, it's really tough to keep up to pace. But you just have to keep pushing, and if you really enjoy it, don't give up on it.
And that's how hearX was also born, was we took a problem which was previously unaddressed and inaccessible. Currently there's 460 million people globally that suffer from permanent disabling hearing loss. And in South Africa, the penetration rate of people that can benefit from a hearing aid, that actually has a hearing aid, is only 2%, so 98% unpenetrated.
Three main important things, in my opinion, when it comes to app development is that you need to have a plan. You need to decide what your idea is, how the idea is going to impact people, or how the use cases are going to be of the app. Then it would be structuring it. It's very important to structure in a way that it's cost efficient but still optimized, and also understanding your target audience as to who your consumers will be, who will be using the app, and a way to try get them more involved in using the app. How often will you get them opening the app on a daily basis? So understanding that audience and the psychology behind it is very important.
And the reason you need technology is because you need to create more access, and you need to make it more affordable. And that's why I think using technology to solve innovative problems is exactly the reason we developed the technology and why we entered for the MTN App of the Year Awards.